were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one as we sail into the mystic.
Welcome to Three, the most innovative metaphysical program ever created. Join Kris, Rainey, and Mona as these amazing intuitives provide you with a three-dimensional divination into your most important questions. Now, from Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, enjoy Three with our hostess, Mona Van Joseph.
Welcome again to yet another fabulous episode of THREE.Vegas. So how do you be on THREE.Vegas? Well, I have to tell you, our episodes have been getting lots and lots of views lately. People are finding us, and we're so heartfeltly grateful that you guys are finding us and tuning in, because I don't believe in accidents. I don't think either one of my colleagues here believe in accidents either, that everything happens for a reason, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be, no matter where that is. Whether it's happy, sad, neutral, whatever, you're always exactly where you're supposed to be in this lifetime. And the things that happen to you, with you, for you, are meant for you. So how do you be on Three? You go to www.three.vegas. You jump on a page called How to Be on Three. It'll take you to filling out a form. You fill out that form and you send it to us. And then we look at your information and we tell you the available times we have for you to be on the live broadcast. So we record the broadcast live. So this is not scripted. Everything you see is a smooth flow of what happens during a call. So stay with us for just a second and we'll be right back.
Tip.
And we're back. So I'm here today, and actually every time we do the program of Three, with two other amazing readers. I have Kris Gray, who is our Master Astrologer. I have Rainey Day, who is an intuitive, clairvoyant, psychic medium. She will connect with messages that come to her out of the blue.
I see dead people.
Yeah. And I am an intuitive tarot consultant. So we have Tammie on the air. Hello, Tammie.
Everybody, how are you? Thank you for accepting my request.
Oh, it's so sweet of you to be on the program with us. And so here's how it works: is you're going to think of a specific question, and then you're going to decide which one of us you want to have answer the question first. Now, we used to do it in a specific order, but because amazingly intelligent people are tuning into the program, and a lot of them have a very advanced degree in psychology, they were saying, well, whoever starts first sort of sets the tone or cuts through the brambles for everybody else. So you should shift it up a bit and have the person calling in choose who they would like to have do the reading first. So who would you like to have answer your question first?
Well, I guess you can answer my question first.
Okay, great. Okay, so what is your question? Because I'm going to spend 5 minutes with you, and then Kris is going to spend 5 minutes with you, or Rainey's going to spend 5 minutes with you. It's whoever wants to jump in after me. So, yeah. But we each get 5 uninterrupted minutes with you to concentrate totally on you. Okay. So tell me your question.
So my question is it's June 14th, 2024. And I'd like to know what my life looks like from June 14, 2024 to June 14, 2025.
Okay, that is a full reading question. So we need you to pick a specific subject connected to the question. So what does your career look like over the next year? What does your love life look like for the next year? What does your business prospects or intuitive growth look like over the next year? So I need you to pick a specific subject for that.
Okay. What does my spiritual development look like over the next year?
Got it. That's a beautiful question. So
my love life.
Okay. I'm gonna draw your cards right now. These cards don't matter right now. Wow. Well, After a lot of great loss and suffering is your epiphany. So you have a card that's right smack in the middle of your reading, and you have three major cards in this spread. But the new vision card is, I call it the ultimate Catholic epiphany card. It is from a place of pain, discomfort, a very, very hard struggle comes this moment of enlightenment, this moment of it doesn't have to be the hard way. I can do things in a much more beautiful, easy way. But the epiphany is something that's going to come to you, a flash. It could be that you're talking to somebody and something that somebody says makes you flash on it. But it is, this original meaning of this card is called the Hanged Man, and in traditional tarot it shows a person, a figure being hung upside down by their foot, and that while this person is in this very uncomfortable position, there's this light around his head that is the epiphany or realization of what the meaning of life is. So you have this card as sort of the anchor card or the conclusion card of your whole reading. But that's not the most powerful card that you have here. The most powerful card is a card called completion, which looks like it looks like the blue face here, and it looks like the final puzzle piece is being placed right at the third eye.
Mm-hmm.
In traditional tarot, this card is called the World. It is the most successful card anyone can get in a reading. It is the most powerful card, and I call it the luckiest card in the deck, not because Publishers Clearinghouse is going to pull up in front of your house and give you $20,000 a week.
They might.
They might. It is the luckiest card because you've worked really, really hard to get to where you are, and that you have made your own luck. So nobody can take away anything that you've learned, any experiences you've had, any education or people that you're connected with. All of those things have come together at this moment, which is serving your epiphany. But then you also have the card of the psychic gift right here next to these three cards. So you have the epiphany, you have the psychic gift, and you have a card that is the final puzzle piece being placed right at your third eye, which is your psychic gift, your intuitive ability. The Beyond Illusion card is a beautiful card because you don't put up with any bull crap with anybody. That if you can smell an imposter from a mile away, you can judge somebody almost immediately if they're the real deal or full of crap, almost immediately after you meet them, because you trust your intuition. The thing is that you're coming out of a feeling of being betrayed by somebody you loved very much, and that it's now in a healing process, and that it has prepared you for some of the other big things that you're going to be dealing with other people. You also have the maturity card, which is the starting card of this 5-card spread, which means in a lot of ways you're the only grown-up in the room. You're the only one that sees things in a very clear way, and you have a way of explaining things to people by cutting right through the bull crap and getting to the point. Then the card called Possibilities, it shows an eagle flying over a mountain right here. It means that you see things from a very high perspective, and you've seen things from a very high perspective at a very young age. So this is something where you're looking in a very global way. So you may not end up staying where you live now. You may end up moving out of the United States and living in a foreign country because of the perspective you bring to the table, that you bring to this new area is incredibly valuable to the new area, that its people will seek you out in some way because of what you have to offer them. But you have these two very, very beautiful cards. The Epiphany, you're already going through that right now. And that it's about you letting go a lot of pain to live this very blessed life moving forward. And almost anything that you think about or decide to create is going to work in your benefit because you're on this very fast track 2-year plan. So there you go. It's big stuff, Tammie.
Yeah, I
Stuff.
learned Spanish really quick and really solid.
Oh, all right. Well, who would you like to have answer your question next?
I don't know. I think whoever feels the pull to do it.
I'll go. Okay.
Hi, Tammie.
Hi.
Okay, so oh my gosh, a lot
She's
of
like,
what you said.
wait for it.
What I was doing your chart earlier, and there's so many things that Mona said I have written down here. So, and I'm actually going to touch on your original question too, of like what's to come in the next year. So I'm going to touch on that for you too.
Thank you.
Uh,
You're a giver.
well, I'm just going to hit the high notes. I'm going to sum it up. Because I'm excited that you asked that question. So, all right. So, have you ever had your chart read before?
Uh-huh.
You have. Okay. So you know that you're a rising Scorpio with the Scorpio moon.
Yeah.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a lot of fire.
The plot thickens.
Yeah. So Scorpio is not only ruled by Pluto, but also by Mars. And then she has her sun in Leo, which is another fire sign. So she's very fiery. She has a lot of oomph to her
Spunk.
person. Yes, a lot of spunk to your personality. And so, touching on what Mona said, that rising Scorpio, you have this knack of, like she said, to just really be able to like cut through the BS and see the truth about people and situations. And your moon sits right on your first house as well. So your first house is self, like who you showed to others, and it directs your entire chart. But it also it's what you're going to resonate the most with. So if you were to read your horoscope for Scorpio, it's going to resonate very closely with you. But so with your moon right there, so you have this instinctual aspect to your personality where you act based upon instincts, and it's like things come to you in a flash and you just kind of like act on them. And then when you combine that with all the fire, like you're someone who's able to make quick instinctual decisions. And so also when I see that moon there, you're very nurturing. You can be very nurturing and a good listener, but also there's the side to you kind of take on other people's energy. So it's any type of like release rituals that you have to kind of release energy that doesn't belong to you would be really helpful. So I want to touch on a couple other things on your chart. So you have what is called a stellium in your 11th house. Your 11th house rules are your friendships, associations, hobbies, charities, groups, networking. You have some really powerful placements here, and it looks like you're a really great networker, and your community of friendships, your connections actually probably turn into friendships, and you end up making and connecting with a lot of very important people, and these people are very pivotal in helping you achieve your goals in this lifetime. And when I look to, I wanted to touch on, you mentioned about maybe foreign travel. So you have this placement in your chart that talks about finding luck and even love, but it talks about finding luck abroad. So any kind of foreign a foreign country or long distance travel. Also, partners tend to be could be foreigners. I see that a lot too. But it comes very easy to you. There's a lot of luck there. And then I'm going to touch on for your question. So high level, what you can expect over the next year. So what I do is your solar return, and that's your personal horoscope from one birthday to the next. So this birthday is going to be, this is for your birthday this year, for the next, so call it about 14 months. Your rising for your solar return is going to be in Taurus. So you're going to be focused on financial security, building wealth, amassing possessions. I also see maybe some talks or negotiations regarding real estate and home. But a really big theme for you is going to be travel. This is short distance and long distance. It's going to be very healing for you. You're going to find a lot of luck, a lot of opportunities that come your way, more opportunities to network, build your influence, your sphere of influence. And then as far as spirituality goes, you already have that Pluto ruling your chart. So you already, I would call you spiritually elevated. And so you're going to find more spiritual enlightenment through your travels, because they're so lucky. That's kind of like your sweet spot. Even if it's short, short distance travel, but more so if you were to go to foreign countries.
Wow.
Amazing.
All right, Rainey, take it away, girl.
Oh my goodness. So I don't even know where to start with you, my darling. Your first question just hit me like Kris said. I kind of need to answer that a little bit. I feel that you've been disappointed a lot by love interests. If you quit reaching so far into the future and heal the past, I feel like a past life regression would really, really help you. I think I'm feeling that I really want a significant other in my life, but I've been let down so much that I have a blockage and my guard is held up. You're extremely intuitive, and I agree with what the lady said, that you trust your gut, but your third eye could help you so much, especially when it comes to love and opening your heart. It just feels like that area is blocked. And what would help you again is a past life regression, because I think this is a life lesson. It has to do with wanting to love somebody, but being extremely disappointed. I don't know who Audrey, now these two women that are coming through are very masculine to me. I don't read male or female, but it feels like they're women. I hear Audrey and I hear Lizzie. The second one is more Hispanic, and they may be still alive. Do any of those names resonate with you?
Mm-mm.
Maybe this is a future love interest. Eat, pray, love, girlfriend. Eat, pray, love. Just like what Kris said, get on that plane and go. You may find them not here, but to answer your original question, it truly feels like you have a blockage, and it's all due to love loss. You call bullshit on other people, but when it comes to love, you're like, oh, come on. I don't see anything. And that's because it's a major life lesson. So past life regression would really help you in this area.
Okay.
Amazing.
Wow. Okay. So I feel very compelled to ask Tammie what she does for work. Tammie, what do you do for work?
I'm a clinical hypnotherapist.
Oh,
Wow.
no stranger to the past life regression.
So
No, not really. But I focus on mental health in the here and the now.
Right.
I don't see issues as being an issue of the past. I see that you've brought the past to the now, and that's the issue.
wow. Oh, I
like
love
that.
the way
I
she-
love
Yeah.
that. But I always say touch the future in order to let the past go.
Mm,
And I feel in your personal, that's where you've got this blockage in the way of your third eye and really seeing and knowing the path that's made clear for you. Yeah, you're great intuitive wise, but like Mona said in this Beyond Illusion card, your third eye is kind of blocked. And you may not resonate with it now, but at 3:00 this morning, give me a call, girlfriend.
Well, so Tammie, what would you say is your most effective way of working with people? Because my feeling about you is that you get them past their own blocks. But I in a way, I almost wonder, I'm going to echo a little bit of what Rainey's saying here, because I think you're super clear when it comes to helping people through their own stuff, right? You cut through the brambles and you make their path clear, but you help them do it, and you do it in a very fast track sort of way. But what's interesting is that this new vision card wouldn't come up in your reading if there still wasn't something that you actually need to address and realize that it's time to let it go, or solve it in some way. So that's how it's coming up.
John, can we kind of focus on the cards again really quick? I love your cards, by the
Oh,
way.
you're so sweet. I love
and
these cards.
they are just something else. But look at this card, this one
right here. It's the final puzzle piece in the third eye.
It's your third eye, and
But-
it's communication.
But look at this one too, Rainey. This
Yes.
one is how blessed she is with that third eye, that intuitive approach to things. I actually think that you are in the perfect career, and it's only going to get bigger and better over the next couple of years. But there's this last lingering thorn that you may have pulled out the thorn, but it's time to heal the wound that the thorn has left behind.
And that's the missing puzzle piece.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah. But the thing is that when I say that you're the only grown up in the room, there's something about you that people almost immediately trust. And it's because there's this amazing transparency that you have with people. You're the same person at lunch with someone that you are hanging out in the checkout line at Starbucks. It's like you're the same person that talks to the grocery store clerk that is sitting there talking to your best friend. You're that same person. You do not change your vibration based on who you're talking to. There's this amazing authenticity about you. So since you do own your own business, we always like you to have a little bit of a shout out. But before you do that, what's your feedback about our program today and your experience with us?
No, I thought it was great that you get 3 different perspectives and 3 different gifts. And the gifts, flow as energy should flow. I don't know. I'm not in the studio and I can only get so much from being online. But, in my work, I have to connect with people here because that's my job. And so I get all the information and then I can guide them to wipe it out. And I don't, since I'm not there, I can't feel how the flowing of information and energy is kind of working between the 3 of you.
Right.
But, from outward appearances, I like the flow.
Oh, that's awesome.
I do have to ask you one question. Who does that for you, my love?
Who does what?
What you do. You do so much for others to help them heal, and you feel them from up here. Who does that for you?
I do a lot of it myself.
Puzzle pieces for your own personal expansion, ascension, growth, and development.
I do a lot of the work by myself, and I always have. And I know what the 3rd puzzle piece is already, and I'm kind of working on it. And it does have to do, with the past of completely trusting the universe, completely without any doubt, knowing that everything is happening in its moment, and to completely trust it and to flow with life through my heart center. That's the block you may be picking up. But I've gotten, for lack of a better word, my ass kicked forward in the last 3 years. So I kind of know what I'm kind of working on. So it all kind of makes sense to me.
Oh, that's wonderful. So,
girlfriend, get yourself a rose quartz crystal like I brought here.
Right.
I think this is why I brought this for you specifically. Why are you laughing? Did you?
Why?
One?
You should see my house and my office. I mean, I spend hours looking for rocks and crystals, not just in this state, but all over the world. So
you blend.
That's kind of why I'm like,
girlfriend. We all got to go have lunch or something.
I wonder now, Tammie, would you be willing on some future broadcast to actually come on the program and lead us all through a self-hypnosis meditation?
Ooh, sure.
Oh, awesome.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yay.
So tell everybody your website and how they can contact you for this marvelous guided hypnotherapy that you do. What's your website? Give yourself a little shout out.
I have 2 websites. One is TammieReutemann.com and the other one is Danaus, DANAUS, Dynamics.com. One does group hypnotherapy and one is just a one-on-one type individual hypnotherapy.
Okay, well, I'm going to have you keep your promise to us about coming on and doing an episode where it's just about guided meditation. Oh my gosh. Or guided hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
And it might be, how about if we might focus on helping people fall asleep? Because we seem to have a lot of people that have trouble sleeping that seem to call into our program. So, Tammie, we're going to hold you to it. Thank you so
hold
much.
Me to it. And I created a special technique that I use with my clients to get them to go to sleep, because a lot of people come and that's the main thing that they have is sleep issues. But once I kind of give them this technique. They think it's magical, and the only magic is themselves, but we'll let them believe it's something outside.
Awesome. All right. Remember, there's magic everywhere. You just
Everything is magical.
Thank you, Tammie. We love
Thank
that you
you.
were on the program. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for having me.
Bless
Thank you.
love.
Okay.
Bye, Tammie.
Wow.
She's incredibly
Gifted.
Stop it. She's so gifted.
I know. And what you saw in her chart about how she's so deeply connected in Pluto, because that's in Pluto. Is Pluto the karmic planet?
No,
Which-
but Pluto is very transformative, but like she's able to get down to the psychology of people, like the innermost working. So that does not surprise me that she's, in hypnotherapy. I mean, I'm sure she's very, very successful in it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and
so
and I
strong in
think
her
that it's
chart.
only going to get better from here for her, which I think is just amazing. So,
I would love for her to do more self-care though.
okay, she is a giver. It's like she's taking care of everybody else,
Yeah.
and it would be really nice for her to treat herself to something that she probably would never do for herself, but foot massage. Like, go get one of those 1 hour,
Reflexology.
1 hour foot massages, man, and let her take a little nappy poo while they're doing that.
And take the travel.
Yeah.
Eat, pray, love, girlfriend.
Oh,
Read the book.
she-
Watch the movie. And like you said, her travel.
Yeah, the travel for her is all over her chart as far as it's very transformative, very healing, she's very lucky.
She could meet her forever
brings
after.
so many
she's
opportunities.
going to come to the studio, and we're going to do a guided meditation to help our listeners, our viewers, the people that are loyal to WWDB TV sleep better. We're going to love that. So, all right, you guys, how to be on the program, www.THREE.Vegas. Go to the How to Be On 3 page and fill out the contact form. We would love to see you on our broadcast. And I have to say, kudos to John Stiles, the founder of WWDB TV, for making a program that is becoming more and more popular. And now that we've found Yardstream and the quality of people's voices on the program is crystal clear, we can so tune into you guys. So thank you, Kris. Thank you, Rainey. Thank you
Thank you,
all,
Mona.
and blessings to everybody.
God bless.